what does this mean for us? Yesterday, you said it so well. Oh, see, now I've put her on the spot. She's not going to remember.
I said a lot of things yesterday.
It was this part.
You may quote me, okay?
I don't even remember what you said.
But it was great, yeah.
It was so brilliant.
Please just say that.
What kind of action what is it? What does it imply?
Basically, what Oksana was saying yesterday is that when we're learning something, we need to be able to apply it immediately, right? And so whatever you're teaching in the classroom, you want the students to be able to go use. It's like what I was saying when I was talking about my Russian teacher, and I'm like, I need to learn how to order how to eat or call a taxi, and they were talking about something completely different. I needed the action. I needed to be able to call that taxi. I needed to be able to buy the train ticket. I needed that information, and that was not provided, and so I shut down, and I was not engaged anymore in the language. So that's something to remember is with the adults, whenever we have an opportunity to have something in the classroom that they can engage with outside of the classroom, do it. Even if it's not exactly as you would want in the book, still find a way to engage them in that way. Now you remember.
They say that it takes from 10 to 15 years to apply the knowledge a school child gets. It takes from 5 to 10 years to apply for students the knowledge he or she gets. But for an adult, it is immediate. It's an immediate appliance of knowledge. Today we are here at this workshop. Tomorrow we may practice what we have learned.
Or tonight if you have class. 1 second, I really need to get through these slides. So Ada's foster problem posing and problem solving. So I actually mentioned this earlier when we want to focus on more of the solutions rather than the problems, but I think it is important to have the problem solution activities because again this is engaging the critical thinking. And this is something that we can all talk about, right? Who doesn't have a problem in their life? So it's one way, again, to connect the outside world of the adults with the English language world in the classroom as well to talk about these issues. Okay, now, anyone have anything?
Any problems?
Anything to say?
I wanted comment on that previous item. It might be a good idea to involve them in some role play in class, not outside, but actually in class.
Well, right. Remember, what we said is that what they learn in class, they then apply outside of class.
Yes, but
so
it might help them to stage a rehearsal, to rehearse what they're going to apply outside
of course.
the class.
Of course.
Role play is a great
I agree.
tool
It is.
in making them use those words and expressions that they have picked up in class.
Absolutely. Okay, so the last we have is a quote by Stephen Brookfield. There is no holy grail and no one way to instructional enlightenment. Facilitators should be ready to try a range of different approaches. Perfection is impossible. Agree or disagree?
Agree. Yes.
Sweet. So we are actually going to skip the reflection because we are way over time, but we wanted to have an example at the end of what a reflective process would look like, right? So we reflect ourselves as teachers of adults. Did we go through all of this? These were the desires that you wanted us to cover. So this is one form of reflection for the teacher and then also for the student. Like, what did they learn? What activities were useful for them? What activities made them feel good and really engaged them in learning? Because this is important for them to know as well, because when they do self-study, if they do self-study, they could try to like recycle those activities that they liked, right? So, like I said, we don't have time for this, but that was going to be our like way of wrapping everything up so that it followed the same model. Some of the references, in case you're interested, for where this information came from, if you wanted to watch the YouTube video, here is the link. And I also watched the entire YouTube video, and I really also liked the part on pedagogy. I think it's worth watching. It should also be on your handout. Okay.
One comment.
Uh-huh.
About